Once again, it's a pleasure to have you on my YouTube channel where we learn several important things. But today there is a question we want to address, we want to tackle, and that question is, how do you tell that this is Mr. Right and this is Miss Right? That's a very important question, especially for those people who are considering to make lifetime commitments in marriage. And you need some key things to look up to in the other party or the other person for you to make a decision. But I want to say first and foremost that there is no perfect person. There is no one who is 100% perfect. We all aim to get there. And so as I tackle this question of how do I tell that this is the right partner for marriage, I want you to have that at the background. But one thing I would want to consider is the chemistry. The chemistry between the two people is very, very important. It is God-given. It is God-given reaction. It is not solely the only thing, but it is very important. That electricity you feel when you think about your loved one, when you receive a message from them, or even when you're just hanging out with them. And I'm saying this not just at the start of the relationship, but even years after the relationship, say for example, a year or two, you still feel these things. You still feel the chemistry about that person. That is very important. The other thing you need to look out for to tell whether this is Mr. Right is this person Christ-centered? Christ-centered. Is it Christ-loving? Because as far as marriage is concerned, all men, their standard of love is Christ. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. That is very important. So is this person Christ-centered? Then also to the women, the Bible calls you to submit to your husbands as you would to Christ. So Christ is key in the center of recognizing who is Mr. or Miss Right. The other thing is this person compassionate? Compassion is a heart issue. How does this person relate with the other people away from you, the lover? How do they relate? For me, that is very important. So compassion. The other thing I can talk about is commitment. Commitment. Is this person committed to you? Do you see signs of commitment in the relationship? For me, that is very important, it's very key. The other person, character I can talk about or attribute I would say is confidence. Are you confident as a person? Are you confident about you? Is he or she confident about themselves? Do they have that right self-esteem about us? Because if that is lacking, then that relationship may struggle because that person doesn't feel complete or confident in themselves. The other point that I want to talk about is honesty. Honesty is very important. Are you open? Is that person open to you? Can they tell you some of their struggles, however hurtful they may be, however sensitive they may be? Can that person tell you about that? Is the person humble? That's a very key attribute. Are they humble or are they hyper guys, just showy? Are they down to earth? Are they real? We shall talk about realistic in some time to come. Is the person hardworking? Or are they slave queens? You got to be hardworking. Because when you're talking about a lifetime relationship, and for example, if you are married, chances are that one of you can die. Now, if the man was the only breadwinner, woman, what are you going to do with the kids? If the woman was the only breadwinner and the only one working, man, what are you going to do to help the family keep running? So both of you have to be hardworking in terms of getting something to run the relationship and to run the family.